Hello, we're gonna be playing some Pathfinder. Ooh, Pathfinder. We're back to doing that every day. Here it is. Amazing, beautiful Pathfinder. Let's fucking go. How long are we streaming tonight? I have no idea. It's beautiful. So we might finish up the rune quests today. We might just do companion quests. I doubt we're gonna do main story stuff, but we might. No idea. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, I just want to check something. We're good. We're good. We're okay. I've checked the thing. Please don't crash, game. Okay. Sick. All right. Dragon's Awakening. Weight of my sword. I have to go to Gravestone Rock with Sela. We could do that. Okay. Let's see if we can. You know what? Let's do the companion stuff. So let's go to Gravestone Rock with Sela. Okay. This is we just finished up this place. Ah, it's right here. Should be from here, maybe? Wonderful. Oh, we can't go past this demon invasion. Can I see? Enemy fort blocks the way. Sick. I would like to zone in on that. Evade. Demon army. 4 days. That's not bad. Let's switch out. Perfect. I think we can do this one without you if Sela joins us. Perfect. Let's level her up. Beautiful. Mythic stuff. Toughness. We'll do that. Battle meditation. Emergency help could be nice. Dodge mythic. Let's do that. Let's equip her with stuff. Yeah. Okay. What are you using? Sunstroke. So +3 radiant cold iron heavy mace. DC 23. Flail +5. Astringent pacifier. +5 caustic sacrificial kukri. All enemies in a 15-foot radius must pass a will saving throw. Become panicked for 3 rounds. I think this is just better overall for her. Shield. Immaculate petal. Yeah, I don't mind you using Soziel's brother's shit. He's not using it. Firm steps, change shirt +5. This is fine. Give me that. Put this cloak of resistance on. Using a +2. Put this +3 on. What is this? Righteous Crusader's Ring. It's my evil class ability. Okay. This isn't gonna do anything for you. Oh, just kidding. I actually have a +4. Put the +4 on. JK, there's something better. Braces of archery. That's not gonna help you. Let's see. Usables. What can we give you that'll be helpful? Give you this acid flask. Give you this holy water. Give you lesser restoration. Give you remove paralysis so you can get to someone. Maybe an enlarged person potion. There we go. Wonderful. Beautiful. Save. Freedom of movement works. Lovely. We don't have to unequip and re-equip the boots. It's Gravestone Rock, baby. Let's go. We're finally here. This whole time I've been so worried. I just can't stop thinking about the stolen souls. Greetings, Commander. I kept watch just like you instructed. They're definitely keeping the trapped souls here. I've seen the jewelry myself, but the place is well guarded. We'll have to fight our way inside. Yeah, and it won't just be a small skirmish. Seems like all the surviving cultists fled here from the wound after they lost in Canabras and Dresden. What is this place? Belongs to the Baphomet creeps. I knew it. I knew this was one of their schemes. It was too elaborate to be the Deskarites. Well, looks like we're up against cultists. The demons, the usual. There's one more thing I should mention. Derek Sunhammer is here. I saw him at the entrance to the cave. He had the trapped souls with him, or rather the jewelry that contains the trapped souls. He was looking at the different pieces, holding their gemstones up to the light. I think he was admiring his handiwork. It's safe to assume that he's a significant figure within the cult, and that means he'll probably be a formidable opponent. We'll get him. And we'll get those cultists a good thrashing. We'll make those assholes pay for what they've done. I guess we'll stay here and guard the entrance so that you don't get stabbed in the back. But if you need help, we'll be there straight away. I'm sure you will. You bet we will. I'll never desert my friends again. Thank you for answering my question. For the League of the Inspiring Cart. So happy that you're both here. We'll save the day. Together. Sick. What's over this way? Nothing. Okay.
So exciting!
So exciting. I'm just gonna save.
Always be ready for the worst. Yet another obstacle.
Wonderful.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, we did. Spells, not great against them.
I will resist!
Why Why are you in the back? Jesus Christ.
Cover me, all right?
Prepare yourself.
Wonderful. I didn't want anyone to rush in and hit like a trap or anything like that, so just skipped everyone except the archers. Oh, this looks familiar. What's up?
With grace?
With grace?
There's something over there.
Speaking of traps.
Something wrong? Pretty good, aren't I?
Perfect. Thank you.
Hey, have a look.
My tail is restless. This is my kind of work.
Great.
Huh?
Glad to hear it. Empty gem-shaped slot. This mechanism is currently missing a piece. Okay. So we need to find the red gem. Got it. I'm just gonna save.
Can't hide from me.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Nope.
I don't steal. I encourage people to save the poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me. Watch and learn. Fine.
I am both watching and learning.
This is my kind of work. Pretty good, aren't I?
Wonderful.
This is my time to shine.
Watch and learn.
Save. I can't imagine going through this game without Woljif.
I will defend my dream.
Oh, I didn't even notice y'all. That's fun.
Away, you rascal. Desna, guide my hand.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Okay.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
The light, take you!
Missed. All right. Let's just do a bless. Fuck it. This one's coming up. Hi.
Your time is over.
Okay.
Make your peace.
Does that go anywhere? No, it's just a room.
You won't survive me. Your performance is lacking.
Performance
You
is
are lacking.
super lacking.
Distract them for me.
Oh, hit once.
No glory without risk!
Okay. There's nothing really for you to do.
Out of my sight.
So just try to hit it. Oh, that was a mistake.
Assist me at once.
That was a mistake. Yeah.
You offend me.
But that's fine. Darren didn't level up because he fucking died. That's hilarious. He'll level up at next combat. Oh no, he did level up. We're okay. He leveled up. That was funny though. We're almost... Oh, no. Nope, don't split. We're almost there. He's almost healed. He's almost chugged all the potions in my pocket. That took all of them. And he's almost healed. Okay.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Why don't we loot this and then we'll level up? What are you? Jade Clasp. Wonderful. That's all that was in there. Anything from them? Yes. Lots of stuff. Okay. Now let's save and level up. Quarterstaff Master Monk. Bop, bop, bop. Perfect. Key Power. Cold Ice Strike. Restoration. Quivering Palm. Using a ranged touch attack. Poison. Maximum 15d6. We could do Cold Ice Strike though. Trip improved initiative. Disarm. Let's do improved initiative. Paladin. Okay. Eldritch Scoundrel. Wonderful. Let's do... Summon Huge Elemental. And also... Give me Fire Snake. Ranger Espionage Expert. Perfect. Key Power, Scorching Ray. Give my boy dodge. Darren. Wait, back. There we go. Winds of Vengeance. So will save, heal mass. Give me energy drain. Wonderful. Save.
Ask nicely.
I always ask nicely.
This is my kind of work.
Perfect.
How cute!
How cute.
Now you see me, now you don't.
That is how sneaking works.
Have a look.
Derek Sunhammer. Commander and her valiant companion. I was so certain that you had been swallowed up by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Cultists are so talkative these days. Why don't we skip the heart-to-heart and get down to business? Why, valiant paladin, don't you want to know who you've really been dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Templars at the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I saw Nocticula kill Baphomet. Yurlar died at her hands. I am fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you have not told me anything I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. Okay. Questions for you, Grandmaster? Why are you stealing souls? To spread terror throughout the city. None of them have been this full of themselves. That's right, Sela. Who's the demon standing next to you? You don't know me, but I know you. We've met several times, except I was controlling the body of your friend. Ah. Okay, well, look at your friends, brave paladin. Look at the commander, the Crusaders' greatest hope. You've led them all to their deaths.
Let's have some fun.
I doubt I have.
Stand down.
Good night.
Time to share your treasures.
Sneak attack, lovely. Get
I will resist.
the Marauder. Okay. Lovely. Why don't we all join hands in prayer? Sela,
Into the fray.
clap cheeks. You go help Sela. Finish him off. Okay. Ellen is slowed? Does that mean he's about to betray us?
Away you go.
That's funny.
Cover me, all right?
Good shit, Woljif.
Prepare yourself.
Frightful aspect.
I will see to your demise.
Missed.
The light take you.
Get him. Missed concealment. That's
Make
fine.
every strike count.
That was anticlimactic. Hi, Jill. Seems that I have made a mistake. I should not have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at those you've taken under your wing. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. You couldn't unite them or inspire them to great deeds. Holy shit, are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? You can't just drop information like that on me. Oh my god. Whiplash and a sprained shoulder and your car is wrecked, but you're okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm glad you're safe. Oh my god. Was anyone else hurt? Yesterday was a lot. Yeah. Sounds like it. Just you? Okay. Okay, I'm glad you're okay. Just like generally. Whiplash isn't fun. Sprained shoulders are not fun. Cars are expensive, but I'm glad you're like generally okay. Oh my god. On the contrary, you've made everything worse. Yet here you are now blaming me for everything that's happened as if it's all my fault. Somehow I am responsible for all your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. You believe that if you can just rid the world of evil people like me, it will become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. No, you're oversimplifying it to try and make a point, Derek, but because you're oversimplifying it and grandstanding, it falls flat on its face. Your point does not have a thread to hang by. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? That cultist scum! Even on death's door, he was just spewing venom. We won, right? We've completed our mission? It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our souls, but his words mean nothing. He is lost, Commander. Sela, I spoke harshly to you before. I said things that I regret, but I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Don't pay any attention to him. He's a cultist. Why would you believe a word he says? You're right. We'll discuss this later. I thought she was just gonna run away. We have the souls. I'll keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Let's go, Slaps. I don't want to stay here any longer. I want to loot the room. I don't know about y'all, but I want to loot the room. That looked fun. Pick the lock, please, Woljif. Be a dear.
This is my kind of work.
Thank you.
So exciting.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Ooh. That was nice. Ooh. Ooh. That was so good. That was some good stuff. My regulars. Cold iron heavy mace. I'll put this on instead of the sickle. First off. Peacemaker. Critical threat range. Okay. You can use the sickle, but you have Life Deliverer, which is much better. I think we just got some stuff. Amulet of Deep Roots. +5 natural armor enhancement to armor class. Also grants since we're immunity to bull rush and overrun combat maneuvers. It has a +3 competence bonus to AC against huge and bigger enemies. What am I using? What am I wearing right now? +5. No, this is better. Because of unclean. I was like, why is my charisma so low? Unclean gift. Yep. Sounds right. What are you using? Deathly Arousal. Restores them 50 HP. Yeah, Deathly Arousal is better for you. You're using a +4. What are you using? Immunity against blindness and gaze attacks is nice. I'm gonna give you this. It's much better for you. This is a +5. Go ahead, put that on. What is this? Vast Intelligence. None of them really use int. You use int. You have vast intelligence +4. Put on the +6. Ooh. Lovely. Cloak of resistance +5. They're affected by the greater invisibility spell. Physical form +6. What am I wearing? Physical perfection to dex and con. I like the +4 to strength though. What are you wearing? +6 to dex. You're wearing physical form. Let's give you that one. Bracers of armor +7. I'm wearing the +8s. Okay. You don't have anything on in that slot. Okay. +5. Put the +7s on for me. Renowned artisan. Demonic shadow belt is still going strong. Elemental protector. Okay. Maybe we can give something to Regil. Okay. Lovely. Let's go do Darren's shit.
With grace?
Wait, did we find the red stone? Yes. We did find the red gem. Onwards and upwards. I believe it's just a weapon that we left on the ground back there on the map. So I'm not going to go back for it. Did I get a note too? Jeweler's notes. Chalcedon needs a gem that is often overlooked. Its color evokes the pale blue hues of deep snow. Much like the warm yellow glint of amber brings to mind the fiery leaves of autumn. A skilled jeweler understands the seasonal qualities of these colors but does not shy away from rearranging them. Why not start the year with winter, then move to autumn? Why shouldn't autumn flow into spring? Summer can be the last season, the one that reverses the flow of time. So, start the year with winter. So yellow. So, sorry. Start with blue. And then go to autumn yellow. Autumn flow into spring green and summer yellow. No, summer, I guess fire would be red. So blue, yellow, green, red. I'm gonna save before I do this. Blue, yellow, green, red. Hell yeah.
There's something over there.
There is something over here. I was like, what is that? That's my demon. Pick the lock. Go ahead, use an apprentice lockpick on that one.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Sick. Carved beads, but not the correct beads, just a little baby beads that we found. Oh, hi. If you're reading this note, I must be dead. And even in death, I have lured you into my trap. Greed is a sure path to the grave. That's just a Glabrizu. Mythic Glabrizu Wrecker and a Shadow Walker. Okay. Hi.
Your time is over.
Okay, and a Dream Slayer. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. Okay. That was a waste. That's okay. This one first. He fucking hurts.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay, we're gonna pray. Okay. Ow. Sela.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay. Bismuth, why don't you go over there? Lovely.
You offend me.
Okay.
Stabby or Zappy? Why not both?
You won't survive me.
Make your peace.
Lovely. Okay. Good miss. Good misses.
Into the fray.
Also missed. That's fine.
Stand down.
It's actually perfect.
Distract them from me.
Endure this.
How's he doing? Not great.
I will resist.
Okay. That was uncalled for.
No glory without risk.
That was uncalled for. Poor Bismuth. Let's see what they had on them. More stuff. Amazing. Good fight, everybody. How much XP did that give us? Not much. But you know what? It was fun. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go do Darren's quest. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Sorry, I'm home from work. I'm a little tired. Oh, I missed a loot box. But it's okay because the game is like, are you sure you want to leave these items on the ground? And I'm like, you're right. I don't actually want to leave those items on the ground. Okay. Let's head to the trap. Where was the trap? Trap for the other is this way. Okay. Let's switch out some people. Switch them out for Regil. Complete your training. Let's do this. Let's see. This is Hammer of Masterpiece. It's a +5 light hammer. Additional force damage depending on whether the target has an amulet and or rings equipped. If the target has all 3 slots equipped, it suffers additional 3d10 force damage. If the target has 2d10, target has only 1 is equipped, it suffers 1d20 force damage. The wielder of this light hammer can 3 times per day. Uses weapon's ability to support themselves or allies if the target has all 3 slots equipped. Has the circumstance bonus to attack rolls and damage for 1 hour. etc. That's cool and all, but it's not as good as Vibrant Dissolver or the Shock Flaming Corrosive Cold Iron Kukri +3. We get any new armor for you? No. Any shiny new toys? What is this? Scarlet Allure. I think I'd rather have the +5 resistance on everything. You're wearing a +5. Wonderful. Thunderous Charging Strength. It also magnifies the wearer's momentum. +2 bonus on Bull Rush and Overrun. Okay. We need to be charging more with Regil. I forgot what he had equipped. Okay. Save. Spellbook. Let's do... Okay. Inspiring Recovery is another one. Let's do another one of those. Is a good one, rather. Woljif. You can equip more spells. Let's do a nice Scorching Ray. A nice... Battering Blast. Controlled Fireball is huge. Let's see. Banshee Blast, Eye Bite, Sirocco. Phantasmal Putrefaction. Tarpool. We'll do Tarpool. And let's do a nice... A nice Hellfire Ray. Wonderful. Let's rest. Begin rest. Or hold on. Alchemy. Can I make anything? I don't have any fucking purifying solution. God damn it. Begin the rest.
Hey, so what's it like being immortal? Knowing that if you're lucky, your time is never going to run out.
It's not as great as you might think. I know plenty who were driven mad by the idea of eternity, the immensity of it. Living too long is as much a curse as dying too soon.
Well said. Okay. I have to unequip and re-equip Darren's boots. One moment, please. There we go. Now they work. Save. Let's go to the trap. And hopefully Darren survives this, you know? Hopefully Darren survives. Because holy shit. Do not allow the other to suspect an ambush. Okay. It's a normal day. Commander, I'm glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendev Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. My, what a curious installation. Count Arendelle, the Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this country's citizens, who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canabras, and a range of other places. I, Leotar Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Seemingly lost for words. I never really cared about you. I'll hand you over to the Inquisition without a second thought. Failed. Oh, fuck. Burning at the stake, A trifle old-fashioned. I thought you'd offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele. What interests me most is what your role is in all of this, Slaps. My role? I was the one who reached out to the Inquisition and asked them to investigate you. Like a fool, you followed me. Yet all the while I knew I would soon throw you to the Church's slavering hounds. Oh no. I'm failing so hard. Such a highly, highly commendable act by such a truly, truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? You are not my friend or ally. You are just a bargaining chip. I have forgotten you entirely by the time the first of your blackened ashes are carried off by the winds of the whirlwind. I succeeded one of them. I see no point in going along with this drama any longer. I have no desire to entertain you and your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you have planned. I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Darren Arendelle will not lead to any unforeseen incidents. Let justice be served. It's coming, Commander, but it seems we failed to trick it. Yeah. Okay. We have failed to trick it. That's unfortunate. Okay. Woljif? I'm so sorry. Listen, actually, enlarge person mass. Let's do it.
Retreat is not an option.
Get him.
Prepare yourself.
This can't be the final form. It's not the final form. There's no way in hell.
Away, you rascal.
He didn't like it. Images, ideas, not voices inside my head. Deal. Deal. Let go. Let go of us. Reward. You get your reward. Power. Away. We will go away. The old door is closing. We will step back. I refuse. You will die, creature. Death. Freedom. Freedom. Death.
Already?
Yeah. No. I don't fucking think so. You little bitch.
It seems
God damn it.
Mistake.
Desna, guide my hand.
Time to share your treasures.
He's not available right now. Get him.
Kneel before me.
Lovely.
Make your peace.
Cover me, all right?
Lann's not available at the moment. I missed! God damn it. Okay. He's fine. Everyone's fine. The only one who's still out of it is Lann.
This one is mine.
I will resist.
Good shit, everybody.
Why not both?
Lann,
Make every strike
welcome back.
count.
Your time is over.
Should have blasted it. Watch me lose because I didn't blast it. I forgot. Shit. Okay. Nice of you to join us, Leoter.
Press the attack.
Prepare yourself.
Hey, buddy. You feeling okay? You good? It's over. I hope it is. Commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity and to lure it into a trap. I assume now you understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. Especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech. I like you, Sir Not-So-Ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame that I shall have to kill you. What are you talking about? Well, either that or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspiciously like a prison. Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from the beyond and concealing signs of its presence in Mendev and the Crusade. That makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, or whatever it is. Of course, Mendevian justice in all its glory. You dare to complain, criminal? You've already been shown too much leniency. Commander, he is dangerous and had no intention of repenting. He should be dealt with here and now. It is my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal, but I am certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity, and they will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility, but... Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle? What? What does that have to do with... You can. I am positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny, you are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it is dead, but this power still remains within you. This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence, you, Count, are an open road into the unknown, where these horrible head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means there's a high possibility that the tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you will remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life. Do I get a say in this? Your achievements are great, Commander. Perhaps the Mendev's Inquisition Tribunal will listen to your arguments, but I can't promise anything. There must be another way to resolve this. Another way? I'm afraid there is no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles. I will never do that. The only thing I can say is that the tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will be, will most probably not be carried out as long as active hostilities continue in the Crusade. But after they are over, then we will have to step in. Actually, there is another way. You can kill me right here and now. I'm not joking, and I'm not being overdramatic. I'm not going to that damned tribunal, and I'm not going to any damned asylum. This life, so-called life, they have prepared for me is everything I have ever hated with a little extra on top. I will not be able to live like that. Never even want to try. I would much prefer to take one final breath as a free man than to live decades more with a noose around my neck. For someone like him, death really would be better than what awaits him at the tribunal. Darren, do you have anything to say about the gateway and all the things Leota is talking about? Of all those assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they were trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut, otherwise the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I have been saying nothing for 10 long years, while they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know if there is some road inside me, or where it may lead. So I don't want to hand Darren over. That's not gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Let's do the tribunal because I feel like this is gonna be horrible. I don't want to do this. Huh. And you expect me to be a good little boy and come quietly, do you? You were unable or unwilling to win Darren's trust. Shit. But I like Darren. I hate that. What are you doing? As the saying goes, I've just taken my destiny into my own hands. And I must admit, it feels absolutely fantastic. After all those years living under the tyranny of fell creatures that used me as a door to their attic, I have finally made an independent decision of my own. Alright, if we're done here, let's move on.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
Why did you mention freedom?
Because it is the only thing that really matters. The only thing.
I have many questions for you about the other and more.
Let's postpone this conversation until we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but I'm too exhausted now to talk about it. First, I need to convince myself that it's all over.
Okay, we have to go.
You know, I must thank you for ridding me of those creatures. Bad enough that I had to rid myself of another, a creature of Iomedae in that case. You help me and tolerate me, and that is more care than anyone else has ever shown me. I'm not sure that you give a damn about my gratitude, but I am grateful nevertheless.
I don't know. I really like him. I'm so sad that we didn't build trust. That's sad. I really like Darren. Wonderful. Well, Rip in Pep Leoter. Okay. Now we leave. So I need to go back to Dresden and talk to them both about their companion stuff. We can do that. Let's see. Still have to go do this. Why don't we do the dragon stuff? And we can do the bladesmith workshop as well. Can I connect this in any way? No. I just kind of want to see everything that's there. What's down here? Okay, that's just a demonic invasion. Okay. Done this. Is there anything else over on this side? No. No sleeping. No sleeping. What's over this way? On this little road. It just connects back to here. Got it. That's sad. I can't enter the gravestone rock without Sela. Enemy fort blocks the way. 20 days. Okay, let's go this way then. We're traveling. Do this. Cut that. Okay, that's a nothing. Good to know. Okay. We've spent many days just dicking around over there. Can't go to the Laughing Caves for 93 days. I don't even know what's at the Laughing Caves, dude. Need to go to Blooming Meadow and the Bladesmith Workshop. Which I assume we can reach from here. Evade the enemies. We're gonna need to rest soon. Or it's gonna force us to rest. Because we are exhausted. I'm just waiting for the "you've died" message. Like, you are way too... You are way too tired. You have died. Going all the way around. It's like, are we slowing down because we're tired? No, we're not. There is no slowing down. There's a Hell Knight's outpost. Evade them. Plus 36. DC's 35. Thanks, Woljif. Pulura's Fall. Okay, continue. What's down this way? We'll go there in a minute. Here's the blooming meadow. Let's enter the location. Immediately sleep. If we can.
Close ranks.
Nope. We cannot. This might have been a bad decision. But also...
You crossed the wrong line.
But also... Fuck it. Okay.
You offend me.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay.
Retreat
Runneth.
is not an option.
Okay. Yep. Woljif. Go ahead, give me one of those controlled fireballs. Okay. Ah, they're all in the same spot. That's handy. Abundant step.
This is not how it works.
Yes, it is. Okay.
You won't survive me.
Let's do a nice Bane. Hi.
Stand down.
Make your peace.
Kneel before me.
Okay. That was a real waste of your power. Big shame. They're standing right on the get out of here button.
Please, someone, save me.
Like, big ouch. Okay.
Endure this.
Okay, Darren. think you could go over here? Yep. One of these slaps.
Away, you rascal! You'll trouble me no more.
Okay. Love that. Arushale.
I fear I've been wounded.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of there. Wonderful.
I will resist.
Okay. Regil.
This one's mine.
No more mirror image. So that's nice. He's coming up.
Time to share your treasures.
Another mirror image. Okay. Well. Sick.
Make every strike count.
Pop another heal. For our archers. Slaps. Slap.
Your time is over.
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Press the attack.
Do not enslave soul.
Cover me, all right?
Okay, good shit, good shit.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay. Just gonna do another one of these. For my archers.
You offend me.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay, one of those was a good
Retreat is
hit.
not an option.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Good shit. Good strength sapping.
You won't survive me.
Literally just keep healing.
Stand down.
Good job, everybody. Let's see. Oh, it's all good. Okay. Let's do a quick rest. Just while we're here. Just, you know, for no reason. Still don't have anything for this. Yeah, Darren's not good at protective rituals, even though he's an oracle. What's this? A butterfly? How did it get here? Could it be? Is the goddess watching over me? Always, Arushale. Always. Perfect. So we have one level of corruption. That's not bad. Save. Okay.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Isn't that boring after all?
Mm-hmm. Line up.
Make your peace.
Away,
Run.
you rascal.
Distract them for me. Time to share your treasures.
Quick bless. Good shit.
I will resist. Disappear.
Your time is over.
Cover me, all right?
Okay. Good mirror image.
Endure this.
Precision and grace.
There we go. Good teleport. That's fine.
Kneel before me.
Prepare yourself.
You offend me.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Good shit. Stunning screech. Okay.
Make every strike count. Is this a mock fight?
Maybe. Might as well be. Okay. Bismuth.
Desna, guide my hand.
He's doing his best.
Stand down.
Stunned. That's fine.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll make short work of this.
Watch and learn.
Come on, bud. You got it. You don't got it.
This one's mine.
Okay. Let's take everything there. And what this one had. Save. Continue onward. Let me see. Okay. Time to... Angel blooms.
A goat, a lizard, and a human enter a tavern. What'll it be, Lann? The bartender asks.
Thanks, Lann.
This is my time to shine.
That's 3 angel blossoms. Or at least 3 stacks of angel blossoms. Oh! Hello, friends.
Make your peace.
What I was made for.
Can't charge any of them.
Retreat is not an option.
Okay, protective slime. Unfortunate.
Rascal.
You rascal. Okay. Nice bless. Let's move up this way.
Distract them for me. Time to share your treasures.
Okay. Go ahead and do the rock
Won't survive me.
before he mirror images. Mirror image. Yep. Alright. Well,
I will resist.
Kneel before me.
beautiful.
Your time is over.
There are some on me. That's what I was wondering. I was like, did someone teleport to me? Yes.
Cover me, all right?
Enslaved soul. Wonderful.
Endure this.
Why can he only do one? Because he's staggered. Gotcha.
Prepare yourself.
Good shit, everybody.
This one's mine. You are nothing before me.
Okay.
You offend me.
Okay.
Out of my sight!
Let's see.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yep. The wrong mongrel indeed.
Desna, guide my hand.
Cool. Good fight. Okay. Okay, everybody get off the blooms. I think that's everyone on the map. I don't know how many Everblooms she'll want. But I think that's all of them. How many Everblooms do we have? Okay. I think that's good on Everblooms. Slaps is still on her way back. Okay. So, I have been live for about an hour and a half. I would like to stand up and stretch a little bit. So, I think before we progress on the next leg of our journey, I'm going to save my game right here and put you guys on the BRB screen while I take a quick break. Let me just play some music and we'll be right back. Hang tight.
Since you have left me, I won't be without. Not in the
Hello, I'm back. I know that was a very long break. I'm so sorry about that, but let's continue. Let's do things. Hold on, I have a message. Why do I have a message? Oh no. What did I do? I have a message. Every time I'm like, I have a notification, I'm like, what happened? What I do? Let's see. I will do this later. I will look at that later. Actually, let me do that right now. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay. That's fine. Responded to that. Let's go. It was a request and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Okay. So. I need to go to Dresden for this. We just got all the flowers. That's in the ineluctable prison. So we can't finish that one until we go to the ineluctable prison. So, where was... Okay. Let's get the hecky out of here. I think 12 flowers is the correct amount of flowers. Like, I don't see any more on the map anywhere. So I don't think we need to collect any more? Question mark? I think this is the exit to the map, right? Yeah, we're just running and running. And running and running. Okay. I want to know how I failed to have Darren trust me. He's literally seen me do everything for everyone else. Why would he not assume that I would help him out? Sag. I also wish I could wear the Doom Guy helmet as like, as a cosmetic. Okay. That's the Demon Force. Where was the one... I think it was around here. Or was it here? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Where is... Where is? I'm straight up looking up the rune location because I've seen it before, but I don't remember where it is. West of Blackwater. Just go west until you reach it. Okay. Because that's what I want to do right now, is I want to do all the rune stuff. Go west. Life is peaceful there. Go west. In the open air. Go west. I assume it's another spirit encounter? No, it's not. Hi. Unexpected sounds break the menacing, monotonous atmosphere of the world wound. Business-like chatter, the lazy neighs of ponies, the clatter of instruments, rising above everything else, a rather expressive voice. Oh god, it's Jubilos from the first game! A flying ship! How could you even think of proposing such a thing? Next you'll tell me we should travel by portals or streak across the sky in a winged chariot. And don't look at me like that, I know what you mean. This cart has experienced things you wouldn't see in your worst nightmare. That it's time to retire and put its wheels up beside the fire, axles creaking as it tells its cart grandchildren stories of its wild youth. That I can afford more reliable transportation than this wreck. To this, I say that great explorers and discoverers set out on their expeditions on foot, and they don't complain about it. Yet can't even survive comfortable ground-based travel in an ordinary cart. As if he didn't expect to see anyone else. Jubilos Narthropple. I'm just passing through. The name is familiar to you. Hell yeah, it is. He's been sentenced to death or exile by no fewer than 3 or 4 nations of Galarian. Love that. I've heard about you. Okay, I've heard rumors of your death. Rumors never stop. He seems confident. There's no reason to doubt his words, yet he mentioned the fall of Lastwall as a well-known fact. You know for certain this nation is alive and well. You just happen to be passing through. Doesn't sound the slightest bit suspicious. Aha! Paralytic of the range, I presume. Over your many years of service, I've sent no fewer than 5 requests for an interview or a comment on certain events for the Independence. You've denied every one of them. What a pity. No longer a paralictor, and therefore there have been 4 requests from you. Furthermore, I have no intention of cooperating with an individual like you under any circumstances. Some of your stunts, especially those related to so-called freedom of speech, border on incitement. Why does a representative of the Hellknights dislike freedom of speech? I see. After 4 denials, you decide to change tactics and use this crude method to get me to comment on the Order's activities. Must disappoint you a 5th time by not saying another word. What's wrong with your cart? My cart is stuck, and my assistants, as it turns out, are completely incapable of applying the most simple practical skills and fixing this blasted wagon. I'll see what I can do. This is a stupid question. This is wonderful. Don't think me an ungrateful lout. I'll be sure to mention your generosity in the article I've written about this, and I'll write about this encounter. Shit. I accidentally clicked something when I tried to just mouse over it. What do you think of your place in history? They say you publicly rejected both a goddess and a demon and chose to follow your own path. That said, who hasn't dreamed of becoming a dragon at least once in their life? This is an attempt to interview me. Satisfied with the path I've chosen and the person I've become. And are those forced to follow you happy, those who depend on you? Are you one of those people who goes on without bothering to ask the opinions of others? A sister Desnan, of a very unusual kind. In past I did not travel, I hunted. Okay. Clear the way for the cart. Hey, Mr. Northrapple, did you fall asleep or something? I haven't heard any snide comments or philosophical rants for a good 6 minutes now. Something's clearly amiss. What was that? An attempt to practice your wit at my expense. Not bad for an amateur. Wit is a useful quality. Sadly, it is not always accompanied by the intelligence to assess whom you can safely mock and whom you should leave alone. Give me 1 second. Just need to do something. It's here. There we go. Sorry. Somebody help. I can't handle him alone. Ask him why he allows himself to make such harsh remarks about all and sundry. Wait for his answer, and it'll probably be something like, I'm just being honest. Then smile sarcastically. Great, and if you could also explain how I'm supposed to smile sarcastically with a mug like this. I can barely smile, period. Young men, you should channel this energy in a more useful direction. That said, you already fight under the commander's leadership. This somewhat changes my opinion of you and your clumsy jabs at me. Almost willing to not consider you a pair of pompous juveniles. How dare you? Fix the wheel. That's it. I did what I could. What? Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I should be on my way. How unfortunate. I haven't yet satisfied my curiosity. But what can you do? Time waits for no one. I have a feeling there's something you're not telling me, Mr. Northrapple. There are some strange slips in your speech and demeanor. I must admit, acting is not one of my talents. I was hoping to casually run into you in a completely natural way, then ask a few questions. But it is tricky to appear natural when this chance encounter takes place in the middle of the world wound and you come from the future. Yes, exactly as I said, some of my friends many in number, but acting as one can do the most curious things to time. I humbly asked them for an opportunity to meet the legendary commander of the Fifth Crusade in person. I desperately wanted to take a few notes on such a fateful figure in Galarian's history for my article. I hope you're not angry about this small masquerade, and even if you are angry, I'm still satisfied. Best of luck. My apologies, but 1,000 more discoveries await me. I can't stay in one place too long, but I am glad to have met you. This conversation provided me with much food for thought. Farewell, Commander. I almost forgot. I was asked to give you this. A golden toad. I'll take it. Sick. A golden toad. I'll take the hide of a magical creature. And some demon blood. Ooh. Lovely. Can't go further here. That was a nice encounter. I liked that. As much as I disliked Jubilost during Kingmaker, finding him here was wild. I don't think I used him very much during Kingmaker. Okay. Now we continue to go west. There's the place of execution. And a desolate thicket. Yes, I do wish to enter this location. Thank you for asking, game. So polite. Let's save.
They
Oh.
choose to stand against me.
Hello. Hello, Balor Marauder.
You won't survive me.
Lovely.
Stand down.
Ooh, good crit. That was nice. Just see if you can hit him at all. No? Okay. Oh, friends! Friends are here.
Make your peace. Your struggles end here.
Ah. The mythic rock assassin.
Distract them from me.
Oh.
Endure this.
Where do you think you're going? Friend?
This hurts so much.
It does, doesn't it?
Press the attack.
Away, you rascal. Protect me! Someone! Anyone!
Yeah. Oh, she was out of range. That's very unfortunate.
I will resist.
Okay. Sorry, Bismuth.
So much.
Had to put you down for a second there.
Make every strike count.
Okay.
Protect me! Someone! Anyone!
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Been delivered hot chocolate. Okay.
Retreat is not an option.
Your time is over.
Okay.
So much.
Cheese. Okay, they're just wombo comboing me at this point. Darren, move up a tick. Then heal everybody. Okay.
Prepare yourself.
Lovely.
Disappear.
Protect me! Someone! Anyone!
He got clapped, sorry.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay.
This hurts so much.
Yes, it
Kneel
does.
before me.
You offend me.
Down. Actually down. Okay.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay. He's down, but he's not out.
Tactical retreat. No. It's all your fault.
Okay.
You won't survive me.
Come on. Come on, team.
To the end.
Oh my fucking god. What is happening? Oh my god. Okay. That didn't really help.
Make your peace.
I refuse to surrender.
He'll be okay.
Endure this.
Oh my god.
This one's mine.
Okay.
The end.
This is gonna be fine. Yeah, like I said. This is gonna be fine. Up. Abundant step. To here.
I will resist.
Get the Marauder. Okay.
Someone! Anyone!
Make every strike count.
Okay.
The attack.
Wonderful.
Stand down.
I refuse to surrender.
Up.
Prepare yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This hurts so much.
Okay.
You crossed the wrong mongrel. Retreat is not an option.
Have you seen your gutsy Galarian beast? I'll show them to you. I'm sure you will. Why can she only do one attack around? Just curious. Just wondering.
Desna, guide my hand. Protect
Okay.
me. Someone. Anyone.
You won't survive me. Did you see that?
There we go.
Your time is over.
Heal again.
Make your peace.
Okay.
This hurts so much.
Endure this.
Oh my god. Come on.
Kneel before me.
Thank fuck for that. Alright. Collect all of that. Oh my god, purifying solution. We can make food. That's down there. Purple runes. Sick. Okay, let's rest before we do anything else. A single other thing. We still can't make monster casserole. But we can make a bunch of other stuff. Why don't we do... Blazing Parfait. Perfect. How much harm or good did the hags protecting the village do for those people? Can we ever know? I condemn them, but I still think they are better than demons. I mean, it's a very thin line, to be entirely honest with you. Questions like this are the first step towards fatal weakness. An enemy is an enemy. There's no need to measure what good he may have done in pursuing his aims. Thanks, Regil, for the uplifting tone. Okay, we are very close to corruption 2. Save. Okay. Take most of those things.
So exciting!
Okay, there's nothing else. Got it. So the only one I'm missing. Greybor. He wanted me to torture somebody. You know what I didn't want to do and will not do? Torture somebody. For the secrets. Legacy of the Ancients. Where was Legacy of the Ancients? All the way here. Pelura's Fall is also right there. Let's go to Pelura's Fall. Then we'll go rest in Dresden. And then we'll go do the Legacy of the Ancients rune puzzle. And hopefully unlock that path. Or the next step in that quest. I'm not sure what the rest of the masks are. Talk to the leader. Galu Warmonger is immune to confused.
It's either us or them.
Okay. This is fine.
You
Hi.
offend me.
It's an ancient Sarkorian white. Okay.
This one's mine.
I will resist.
Sick. Lovely.
Precision.
Thank you. You can also hit him. That's nice.
Take every strike.
Yes, that's right. Kill each other. Infighting. And yes, they're clearly not on the same team, so it's not really infighting. But you know what?
Down.
They're all my enemies, therefore it's infighting.
Press the attack.
Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Time to share your treasures.
Sick.
I'll make short work.
Good shit.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay.
Away, you rascal.
Hi.
not an option.
Desna, guide my hand.
Cover me, all right?
Okay.
My sight.
Did a few times.
You won't survive me.
Uh-huh.
Your time is over.
Kneel before me.
Make your peace.
Nice. Good shit, everybody. Oh, collect those. Funerary dagger of Head the Twin. I'm mighty chief, Head the Twin. My brother Hid and I ruled the forest and the steppe. We're as inseparable in death as we were in life.
Can we rest now? No? How about now?
Medium encumbrance. Hid the Twin. Okay. Two of them are tired, which means it's time for a quick, lesser restoration. Because only two of them are tired. Can't have that. Ah.
Are we in trouble yet?
Good shit.
You offend me.
This one's mine.
I will resist.
Okay. Hi.
Stand down.
Prepare yourself.
Lovely. He T-posed out of existence, basically. There's so many daggers. The shape of the stone resembles a tall, thin tree, and its surface feels like the texture of bark. So it's a petrified tree. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Can't hide from me.
Another dagger. Ruhad the Book Reader. Okay. Greater Skeletal Champion Berserker.
Endure this.
Come at me. I dare you.
Oh, because he walked out of range. Okay. Just chill. Why do I have so many magic missiles on my bar? I only need one. Disrupt undead. Okay, cool. Yeah, he coming.
Desna, guide my hand.
I will see to your demise.
Good shit. Chill. Lann got skipped. What you doing? You're gonna walk around this way.
Away, you
All right.
rascal.
I'll take you on. They're killing each other. Let them fight. Let them fight. What the fuck are they fighting? I have no idea.
Make your peace.
And a greater shadow. Perfect. Alright. Let's get this party started right. A nice bless. The undead are the lesser threat. We should get rid of the marauder first. We should get rid of the demons, then tackle the undead. It really helps that they're infighting. I cannot express this enough. Alright.
Press the attack.
Wonderful. They're gonna be there for a while.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Beautiful. Okay.
Your time is over.
Yeah, that went well for y'all. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, the undead are losing this battle. Let's help them out, boys. No, I don't need you to shoot those. God damn it. That's okay. Then do a quick bless. Or sorry, a quick prayer. Move up a little bit. Shadow has a mind of his own. See? We've already have a demon problem. Okay. Sick.
Is not an option.
Wonderful. Woljif's right here.
You offend me.
He's got that brute. Shadow Demon's got the greater shadow. Let's get the white. Okay.
Precision.
Got another berserker.
You won't survive me.
Wonderful. Yep. Where are you going? Up to her? I think not. Bismuth saw the dagger. That's funny.
Kneel before me.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
Time to share your treasures.
Good sneak attack. Good sneak.
Stand down.
Okay.
Death guide my hand.
So I think
I'll
not.
make short work of this.
Endure this.
Good shit, team. Okay. Go pick up the dagger. And the dagger. Perfect. Do we have any knowledge on this?
See? I'm
Yeah.
indispensable.
Mentioned of a ship that once bore a Sarkorian chieftain on their final journey. Okay.
I sense something.
Another dagger. Okay. So I have all of these daggers. I might be missing one. I might just be failing perception checks.
Let the duel commence.
Ah. Specters.
Away, you rascal!
Good shit. You know what's fun? Bombing ghosts.
Make your peace.
Oh, he coming.
With grace?
Okay.
Always be ready for the worst.
Good shit.
I will resist!
Good sneak attack. Good charge. Can I charge anything? No.
Your
Sad.
time is over.
Out of my sight.
Good hit. Get up in there. How dare you?
Prepare yourself.
Cover me, all right?
This one's mine.
Okay. See if they had anything good on them. They did not. Save. Let's go exploring. Ah, we were already up here. Fabulous. Nothing left to explore. Let's go in the cave. The shrine of... Sorry, it's a shrine of Pulura. Ooh, I don't know who that is. I should probably be paying more attention to the lore.
Right?
Ah. It's demon time. I get it. I get it. It's demon time. Also charge it.
Make every strike count. Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Good shit.
Desna, guide my hand. You offend me.
I will see to your demise. Press the attack.
Even Darren hit him. That's sad. Okay.
You've crossed the
You missed.
wrong line.
Collect some falchions.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
One more time.
Stand down.
Ooh, another one. Okay.
Precision and grace.
No healing to be done yet. Get him. Can't charge.
Distract them for me.
Something's in the way.
You won't survive me.
Good shit.
Make your peace.
Oh, another one. He's like, oh no.
Away, you rascal!
Okay.
I'll make short work of this.
Ooh, that was a crit. Nice.
Endure this. Is this a mock fight?
Might as well be, to be honest with you. Save. The small mushroom patch has clearly been tended with loving care. That's a big dead spider.
Oh, I failed, didn't I?
I did. Shit. I assume that's to Pelura. Dead demons. Oh.
I'm all ears.
Danger ahead!
Danger ahead. I remember the last time we saw one of these fucking things. No.
Prepare yourself!
Out of my sight.
Your time is over.
Time to share your treasures.
Good shit. Didn't have anything on him that was useful. Statue of Pelura made in the simple but expressive style characteristic of Sarkoris. Okay, so we have many doors. Let's go south first. Young man's lifeless fingers are curled awkwardly around the hilt of his sword. Okay. Haven't been to a merchant in a while. Believe we are encumbered. Yeah. Lightly, but enough that I hate it. Rack filled with what looks to be ancient Sarkorian weapons. Why are the candles all lit? If there's no one here.
Uh-huh.
That's a ramp that leads up, so I'm gonna avoid the ramp for right now.
This is my time to shine.
That's a big boy. Okay. Looks like it's ramp time. Oh, sorry, stairs, not a ramp.
I don't tolerate threats.
Me neither. I don't tolerate threats.
Desna, guide my hand!
Cover me, all right?
Good shit. Got some succubi. Why don't you go ahead and give me a firestorm, just like right in the middle. Wonderful. That's fun. That's a hell of a range.
Make every strike count.
Get the sharpshooters. Can't charge anything. Run up to it then.
Kneel before me.
Wonderful. Mind fog. Okay. Hi.
You offend me.
Make your peace.
Okay. Woljif. Dispel. Magic. Target. One area effect. He dispelled inspirational leader. That wasn't what I wanted, game. Not exactly what I had in mind.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. This one's mine.
Okay.
Stand down. I will resist.
Okay.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Distract them for me.
They're still trying. Bless them.
I will see to your demise.
You won't survive me.
Press the attack.
Okay.
Away, you rascal.
Hi.
Prepare yourself.
Great. Is there any way to get inspirational leader back without resting? Okay. So we have to read all these blades. Mighty Chief in Balta the Fire-Haired. Okay. Mother, the Pack, the Wagon, the Patriarch, Rider, Daughter, Bridge, Newlyweds, Lantern Bearer, the Thrush.
Adventures are exciting.
Cusp, Follower, Stranger, Stargazer. Wagon, the Patriarch. Oh. I don't have to figure this. It's not a puzzle. Unless it is a puzzle.
So exciting!
It is a puzzle. That doesn't work then. Or rather, it's not correct. The mighty chief, wherein she-wolf, I walk the paths of spirit. Unfinished letter of Alexia's gold coin. Is there something in here that'll help me? I don't think so. I don't think this is Aeon locked because that would be insane. There's no other... There's no other rooms. Stargazer. Do I have any books? Anything in Sarkorian? Elven notes. Old letter. Our Sarkorian. Cryptic notes. Note in Abyssal. Maybe I should just look this up because I might have missed some like important texts. Of anything about like nighttime or stargazing. Or anything. Because I don't think I do. Yeah. Okay. I think this might be like texts that I've missed. Because it's not, it doesn't look like anything's locked. So I'm just going to look it up and see. Give me one moment to see if I need anything else for this puzzle before I spend a fucking hour just in here. Hold on. Okay, so I do need things that I don't have, and they're easily missable. And it looks like it's just loot? Question mark? So I'm just gonna get the loot. Sick, okay. Newlyweds. Then the daughter. then the rider, then the patriarch, then the pack, and then the follower. What did that give me?
With grace?
Oh, it opened this up. Just gonna save before I go in here and it's death.
Uh-huh.
Stargazer's Age Journal. Oh! Tome of Clear Thought +2. Pick the lock, please, Lann.
This is my kind of work.
Oh, a mask! That's what I need for, Thingy's quest. Nenio. Okay. Very happy I did that. Very happy we looked that up. It's another bag of holding. That's another bag of holding, boys! Sick! Oh my god. This is the greatest day. We have another bag of holding. My bags of holding. Amazing. I have so much fucking money. Okay. So we have a circle mask, a darkness mask, and a summit mask. Right, where's the last mask? I also wanted to look this up because I like Nenio's quest. Hold on. Nenio's quest mask. Locations. Just so I don't fucking miss them because I almost missed one. Show me the spoilerinos. Okay, it's in the prison. Great. So we have 3 things to do in the prison now. Sick. Sick. And we have 1 thing to do in Eyes. And that is murder the queen. I might be a gold dragon, but you know what? I don't think she's very nice. So it might be, you know, time. Oh! This looks fun. Ah, it's you again. Sorry, I'm busy right now. I don't have time to chat. You'll have to find something else to do. For example, you can try and save those fools over there. Commander, you're here! Praise Desna! Stop the demon! Don't let him steal these sacred tomes. They contain all the information we've gathered about the world wound. With knowledge like that, he can... You talk too much. Bored now. Let's spice things up. You can either save those idiots or chase after me. I'm gonna save the idiots. So long, everyone. Taking all this valuable information with me. That was worth it. Okay. Knowledge world. Tomes are filled with ephemerides, data about the movement of the celestial bodies. Okay.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Hey, have a look.
Sick. This probably could have helped me with that puzzle. There's nothing left of value. The Northern Lights. Hey, Auden. Can't believe I'm still alive. Need a love. Demons didn't touch my sketchbooks. Vigdis. Eliandra. I'm Eliandra, the High Priestess of Pulura. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. Tell me about your research. Research is our life's work. Studied the world wound for 100 years. We've been searching for a way to close it, but the demon wanted our research for a different purpose. He aspires to follow in Arilu Vorlish's footsteps. He wants to open a wound of his own. Terrified by the thought of what that demon will do with our research. What do you know about its creation? Consume. I'd like to see your research. It could prove useful. Tell me about the place. Tell me about Sarkoris. What will happen to the sanctuary? Cannot stay here. I must go. Almost accidentally attacked her. Don't do that. Hi, Ramian. Your hair slap's incredible, and how happy I am to see you. So far from Dresden, who could have guessed? Truly, Desna must have arranged for us to meet. Yes. Totally what that was. It's good to see you, my friend. I'm glad to see that you're alive and well. I don't have many good memories of Canabres, but I will always look back fondly on the time I spent there with you. I'm glad you have survived. Alas, in these difficult times, there are many who have not been as fortunate. I hope that after all of this is over, we can meet up again over a glass of wine, just like we did in the old days. We can commemorate the fallen and reminisce about the past. Where did Queen Galfrey go? I wish I knew. Why didn't you go with her? You should have seen those who decided to stay. How have things been going in my absence? Didn't change much after you left. Okay. What are you doing here? Had a dream. The goddess reveals the right path to those who are brave enough to trust their dreams. I had a strange dream recently. I was about to fight demons, then I suddenly realized I didn't have any pants on. Then Tarendalev comes flying over to see me, but she's really small, like the size of a jackdaw. She perches on my head and begins to teach me the difference between an edible mushroom and a deer from the Mendevian forest. Can you interpret that dream? You shouldn't make fun of what you don't understand. Otherwise, you might end up dreaming about something even weirder. I can see that you're still following your dreams, too. I must confess, your story is an encouragement to me. Whenever I get discouraged, I think about how far you've come. How you have risen above the life you once lived. You're a motivation to anyone who follows the path of the great dreamer. Would you mind if I mention you in my sermons after all of this is over? Of course you can. If you think my story would be of any interest, if it could help someone, then by all means tell my story. I have nothing to hide. And thank you for your words. Gotta go. Alright, we found ramen. Delicious. Ooh, private chambers. Pick the lock.
This is my kind of work.
Thank you. Alright. Let's go. Okay, so we have to go to Dresden here. This is the prison. This is the prison. And this is the prison. Okay. So, I probably want to do the prison next, but I kind of want to find Captain Sealkind. Wilderness of Ruin Sarkoris. His path may yet cross with the commanders. Okay, so I can't really find him. We can't do Nenio's quest without going to the prison. We can't do personal quests without going to the prison. So let's go to the, maybe let's go to the prison, but also I kind of want to kill the queen. Oh, if it's the capital of Fallen Sarkoris, then he is probably in Eyes as well. So let's do the prison and then we'll go to Eyes. But firstly, y'all, we gotta head back to Dresden.
This is my time to shine.
We gotta go. We gotta blast. We gotta go to Dresden and reset our bar. Which, like, it really sucks that we have to go all the way back to reset every time. I might be missing an obvious mechanic, but who knows? Probably a lot of people. Probably a lot of people know if I'm missing a mechanic that allows me to not be fucking corrupted every 2 goddamn seconds, but we are dangerously close to 2 corruption, so I would like to not go into important quest areas with 2 entire corruption. Let's go to Dresden and finish up our girl's quest. Before we go to Dresden, I have to take another quick break. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to save the game just in case. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience. Let's get back underway in our game. Why do I have a thing? I have no idea. Okay. Sick. Nope. Just kidding. Now we're good. Okay. Right, we were on our way back to Dresden. Where Dresden? There, Dresden. 1 day, 19 hours. Go for it. Kitty. Come here, honey. Oh, I know. I know. There we go. All my characters are fatigued. I don't care that they're all tired. We can sleep when we get there. Evade the enemies, please. Yes, we're all encumbered. We're gonna go sell, rest, buy purifying solutions, and reset this bar. And do Sealess quest. A lot of stuff. Evade the enemies. Let's go. Enter this location, please. Every crusader has their own reasons for fighting. What are you fighting for? I'm fighting to progress the game. To have some fun, maybe? I like fun. Oh, there you are, Slaps. I'm just here, you know, waiting. Arsino is going to unite the souls and the bodies. Just a little longer, we can put all of this behind us. What's bothering you? Where do I even start? There's a lot on my mind. But hey, Slaps, there's something I have to ask. All of these souls will be returned to their bodies soon, and that means Curl will be free. But what if it's confirmed that he really did work with the cultists? What will you do to him? He bears some of the blame for what happened, but if others were pressuring him, if he acted out of fear for his life, then he deserves to be shown leniency. Then let me ask you something else. How do you feel about me and the part I played in all of this? I talked everyone into going to the Houndheart's camp to get the ring. I protected Curl from Ellen's blade and saved his life. I'm the reason he, or rather the demon that took his body, got away. It's my fault that we didn't find out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of so many other souls, if it hadn't been for me. Jonna found the strength to change. She didn't break, she became a better person. To be honest, I've never seen her more proud and confident than when we defeated Sunhammer. I'm just glad I managed to remain friends with Ellen. We were able to help him and Kiana, even though they were tangled up in the schemes of those demon-worshipping cultists. I guess everything's turned out all right. We'll get the souls back, everyone will come back to life, and we'll put all this behind us. When I took my oath as a paladin, I swore to guard the honor of my fellows. I have faith in all of them, and learn the weight of my sword. I've done those things, so maybe I should stop worrying about what Sunhammer told me before his death. He was just being spiteful, right? His words were full of poison, not truth. So, what is the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they are infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope I have at least some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done, on what kind of person I've become. The world isn't black and white, Sela. You don't always make the right decisions, but we all make mistakes. That's part of life. Great, now I'm even more conflicted. But maybe that's for the best. I suppose a paladin shouldn't... Blah, 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 blah. I suppose a paladin should have doubts. When you question your actions and decisions, it's like checking a map to make sure you haven't lost your way. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you're here. We're ready to return the stolen souls to their bodies and bring these poor people back to life. We will need to help them get over their initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease their transition. First, however, I need your companion. Sela, everyone's waiting for you. Me? Why? Because we want you to set the souls free. We agreed that you should be the one to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back. You're confusing me with someone else. I am Sela the Block-Headed Paladin. I'm no hero. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed that it should be you, the loved ones of the victims, the Houndhearts, myself, and I'm not going to go and ask them to find someone else. So stop arguing and let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, that was good. I'm still exhausted. Oh, hey, Curl. How's it going, buddy? Thank you so much for saving me from the demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Canabris. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the Condemned and about how awful the Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hands, that I should be my own master and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Canabris, the city fell into chaos. He found me again. He introduced me to a few of his pals and called himself a Templar of the Ivory Labyrinth. He told me to spy on the Crusaders who were trying to take back the city. Oh. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I curled up and sobbed like a baby. They told me that the city belonged to them now, and that they'd kill me if I didn't cooperate, so I agreed. But I didn't want to. I swear I really didn't. I wanted to run away. I thought if I could just get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away, somewhere they'd never find me. The Crusaders could deal with those cultists. I just wanted to be free. And that's when I had the idea to steal Ellen's ring. It was worth a small fortune, and I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Ellen. I didn't want to hurt any of you. But I didn't know what else to do. So I took the ring, and, well, the demon took control. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring, and that scumbag stole my body. Damn it, Carl, you could have told us you were being threatened by cultists. We would have helped. But I wanted freedom, Sela. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I met you, Ellen, and Jana, but I couldn't ask for better friends. But I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons, and I don't want to die. That's too heavy a sentence for a simple thief. He has a point. The punishment should fit the crime. Her sentence won't change what's happened, and it won't turn him into a better person. And after everything he's been through... If I let you go, what will you do? Well, you can bet I'm not going to steal or hobnob with cultists. I swear. I swear it on anything you'll like. I've been thinking about Canabris. It'll take a long time to rebuild the city, and I'm sure they could use an extra pair of hands. I could be a laborer until I learn an honest trade. Fine. Really? I mean, is that the honest truth? Yep, the most honest of truths. Cheer up, lad. It'll all work out for you. I say this as one former thief to, hopefully, another. Ah. Wonderful. What's... Oh, I can't pick the lock. I don't have...
How cute!
Don't have my guy. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. I need to go give Storyteller the page. I need to sleep. And then on the way out, I need to shop. Oh, she coming. She fast. Hey, guy. Found a page. Gotta go. Gotta blast. Please don't give me a million tasks. I must go to bed. Okay, good. Oh, no. Darren appears at your door with a bottle of wine and a smile on his lips. He appears to have completely recovered from his shock and is livelier than ever. A break from the duties of commander is called for, Slaps. I have a brilliant idea. I want to commemorate the heroic inquisitor, Leodor Hawkblade. May his soul find the way to the throne of his goddess, and so on and so forth. He was the only godbotherer I actually happened to like. Quite an achievement, I say. To Leodor. All is well that ends well, and with that, I shall take my leave. But that adventure we had, it truly was outstanding. Cute! Commander, on the city wall, there's, I mean, your presence is required up there. I can't handle it alone, so please come with me. Let's go see that wall. I hate this mess. Now it's time to face the music. Is it time? Is it time?
Basically, there you have it. I wanted to bring musicians too, but then I figured we don't need a crowd. It would have been weird. But, I got us elven wine and made dinner.
Oh my goodness, he is being very cute. Sorry, Cat decided this is the time to scream, as one does, of course, as soon as something important is happening. Ah, you got us elven wine and made dinner?
I hope you like it. I was told I'm supposed to pull out the chair for the lady, but I think that's dumb. You're perfectly capable of doing it yourself. Sorry. I'm nervous and rambling.
So nothing serious happened. If that's the case, I'm leaving. This is so sweet. Did you prepare all this yourself for me?
What can I say? I tried. Down in the caves, the perfect date is going on a hunt together and eating your kill by the fire. But I thought I could have a go at something uplandery, kind of like a picnic, with a nice view of the wound. Yeah, not really romantic, I know, but we're in Dresden. If you want a view, the wound's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
Now, allow me to serve you, like a real suitor. Let me just open this bottle with the corkscrew I forgot downstairs. It's a long way to go fetch it. It's fine. I'll open it with a knife. Just need to push the cork inside.
Let me help you. I know how it's done.
Onward, Commander. The battle awaits. But I'm warning you, the enemy is tough and won't yield without a fight. How do you do it? I bet it's your mythic powers at play again.
Definitely mythic powers of opening the bottle.
How about something to eat? I went out on a limb and baked you these.
Piled high with slightly misshapen cracked pasties. They look like rats. Oh, cute.
I thought I'd treat you to some mongrel delicacies, but I figured you wouldn't enjoy real rats. So please, help yourself. There's meat in them. It's not rat, mind you, but it's my first ever attempt at baking, so I can't vouch for the result.
They look cute. I'll try one. Despite their unappetizing appearance, the pasties are delicious on the inside. Juicy chopped meat, herbs, and spices. It all blends together perfectly. Lann watches your reaction and smiles happily.
Not bad, huh?
It's like
Just
in
so
my
you know, this
fanfics.
is the third batch. The first two I carried off deep into the wound and buried because monstrosities
Oh, no.
like that shouldn't be allowed to
You
exist.
shouldn't say that, Lann.
And by the way, my little rats are only for you. That sounded more romantic in my head.
Uh-huh.
You made me happy by coming here. For me, this evening isn't just an attempt to feed you rat-shaped treats. I would give you anything you want, but I've got nothing but my life and my bow.
That's not true. You have plenty of mongrel friends that I would happily sacrifice for the greater good. That was a joke. Don't do that.
All I can do is show you how much I adore you. Let you feel my love for you. No demon slaying or dumb jokes. Just me. If you let me into your chambers, I'll show you. Trust me, at least for one night. I promise you won't regret it.
Okay, let's go do that.
I'd carry you in my arms across the whole of Dresden, but I don't want to make everyone else jealous. Say the word and I'll follow you anywhere, beautiful. And I'll try my best not to skip with happiness along the way.
Aww, a cutie pie. That was an alarm.
I love you.
Aww.
You make my life better. You make me better. With you, I've finally been able to think about the future. I saw no point in it before. I just focused on how to make my life matter in the end, and how to die a hero. And only now do I actually want to live with you. See what the future holds with you.
That was a lot of with yous.
Build a home, start a family, try to make you happy. When I look at you, I feel like we can do anything we want. Tell me, will you marry me? Will you be my family? My future?
Usually, whenever it says the character name, they replace it with Commander. I'm very happy he didn't just say Commander. That would have been so unfortunate. I saw that and I was waiting for it. Yes, sure. You can run my kingdom for me, just like my previous husband and Kingmaker.
Yes! Thank you, Shaylin. My prayers from yesterday weren't for nothing. You've delivered the finest of all women into my arms. You know your stuff.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. You have no idea how happy you've made me. You are the commander of my soul.
Oh no, there it was.
You've
Oh, that
crushed
felt
all
gross.
of my inner demons and conquered my heart. And that's how it'll always be. Forever. Yeah, that sounded better in my head when
It's gonna, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of that sounded better in my head.
And you know what else? I also have a surprise. I made arrangements with Arsenal just in case.
Could you imagine if he had to go back
She
to
agreed
Arsinoe
to marry
and be
us
like,
whenever
she
we
said
want.
no?
So, why not now? I'm ready for anything right now, and I don't want to waste a single second. Come on. You're the most beautiful woman in the world, and I love you. And I want to declare it before the gods.
This is the most beautiful woman in the world, chat. This right here. Slaps, Lann, there are no guests here today. No feast, no generous gifts. Just two people in love, the gods watching over them, and a priestess that will seal this union in the presence of the gods. Before you say your vows, let us offer a short prayer in silence, so that the gods may grant you clarity and guide your heart. He clearly wants to say something, but he's holding it back. Let us begin, Lann. Do you take the woman sent to you by the gods to be your wife, and stay with her until your soul is sent to be judged by Pharasma? Yes, I do. Slaps, do you take the man sent to you by the gods to be your husband, and stay with him until your soul is sent to be judged by Pharasma? I can leave him at the altar? That's fucked up. Yes, I do. Yes. She said yes. If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. Okay. May Abadar and all other righteous gods watch over your union. May they grant you paths honest and true. May your home be blessed with plenty. May your union be one of love and peace, for the treasures of this world have no worth if not held by hands that know of wisdom and love. Exchange the rings that will be the beginning of your shared wealth. Aw. I should probably kiss you, but I can't move a muscle. Give me a couple of minutes, let this sink in. Go forth, children of Galarian, and be happy. Hell yeah. We did it, team. It only took a very long time. Wedding ring. Hit by an enemy, the wearer of the second ring gains Bane against this enemy for 1 round.
I would look ugly in this.
The ring is really bad. We're not going to put them on. Because they're not good. We're not going to put them on. But it's nice. Let's see. Why don't we put that on you? Guiding Star is fantastic. This is a +5. You have a +5 on. What is this? Sturdy Snoot. Okay. I need to, first of all, I can't rest in my own bedroom. That was incredible, and I'm always up for a repeat performance. You're welcome. I need to refresh this instance because I have to sleep. Nice. Those rings are garbage. The ring I got in Kingmaker was amazing. It was a Death Ward ring. This one, not so much.
I noticed a small gap in your guard. When you strike to the side, you leave your shoulder open for a counter-strike.
Really? I never noticed. Get yourself a practice stick and show me.
Oh, nice. They're helping each other out. Like bros. Amazing. Okay. Let's go sell all of our shit to the street. And then I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight, because it's been 3.5 hours. And I have work in the morning, and it's past 9:30. So I should go to bed soon. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. Let's just show me your wares. Bulk sell. Okay. I don't know what these are for. What is this? It's just a composite. Sick. Okay. That's so many rings. Did I just sell my wedding rings by accident? You can't sell the wedding rings. Amazing. That's amazing. Ingredients, it's fine. Bark skin, aid. What are you? Blur. Displacement. Invisibility. Mage armor. The removal ones are good. Lesser restoration potions are also fantastic. And we got some wands, which is lovely. We didn't use this slab, huh? It's just kind of hanging out. And this slab with the red symbol as well. They're just kind of in my inventory now. Amazing. Okay, well. What is this? Severed demon head. I'm just gonna get rid of all those severed demon heads. I know exactly how they came to be in my inventory, and I don't like it. I do not like that. Shit, did I use the Galarian cheese? Oh no. Oh no. Or the Sarkorian cheese? Or whatever it was? Oh no. Okay. Deal. Am I fucked? It's not a notable. The flowers aren't here either. Oh no. Oh, okay. Wheel of blue cheese is still here. Where are the flowers I just picked? 12. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. All right. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to save here. Thank you guys very much for joining me for another night of Pathfinder. Tomorrow night is likely going to be yet another night of Pathfinder. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.